EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On play action, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brent, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 61 yards. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 30 on second down, Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Again, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert now. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. It's Lawrence. Out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, it's Herbert on the move to his left. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Give me that.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Oh, damn. I thought I heard.
So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. But despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that 1st half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Herbert. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Steps away. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 38 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Lawrence rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They go play action now. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. just shy of midfield. Herbert flush to his right. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Herbert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Up the middle with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. They're going to try and run with Spiller. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st down, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Now Lawrence on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Lawrence. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Etienne fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. He'll buy some time right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And some room, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's Eckler again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now Herbert rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
I promise you.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
Like I told you,
it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover. It only mattered to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
Check it, okay, I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible, go against the team, the thing they know not to do, bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do, time after time we do the impossible, you ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you, you ain't made it till they put on top of you, parading through the city, the whole block come out for you, we just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do, boy stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blues, tricks on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell, 36 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action now, Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll run with Patterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They go play action. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, 36 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. On 2nd and 12. Hurts. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
first down. Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mariota's throw caught by Bird here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First and 10, it's Patterson. He's got room past the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Play fake, Mariota. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll go. It's Patterson. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Complete to Zacchaeus. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Mariota. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing, Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second and goal, Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Left side here to Sanders.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On play action, Mariota. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now Mariota on 4th down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They'll run with Patterson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Demir Bird, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
19, Charger, 19.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They run behind center with Gainwell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jackson. Touchdown. Tyree Jackson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Mariota finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away. That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Throwing is Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw again. Mariota being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Touchdown, Falcons! Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Hurts fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Mariota will look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Darius Slay with a pick. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll set up a throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Slot man moves right. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mariota. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.